Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So my last video, I was making altered paper clips and making them double-sided. So I have those in here, and I also told you that I made this here and I wasn't going to put it on as my journal topper yet because I needed to figure out how I was going to do my actual binding. So before we get to that though, I was telling you that I had bought some seam binding and I had forgotten about it and I couldn't remember who I bought it from. And sure enough, true to form for me, I get something new and I don't want to lose it, so I put it away and then I can't remember where I got it from. So it's still in the original package. I hope there's not a glare on there, but I got a little thank you note with it also. It says, "Thank you so much, Kerry. I hope you enjoy your seam binding. I've included an extra color for you as well. All my best, Erin." And this is from my scrap cabin shop at Etsy. So let me just open this real quick, because what I thought was fantastic about this shop is not only is it packaged beautifully, and I also get a really nice thank you note. Look at all that gorgeousness right there. But this one happens to be my free gift. And the ironic thing is this is kind of like my favorite color. Purple and like dark pinks, hot pinks. This too, but more so on this color spectrum than anything. And I just thought that that was, wow, she has no way of knowing that that was my favorite color. So here we go. MyScrapCabinShop.com. This is not sponsored by them. I just wanted to share that with you. And so sharing that with you after looking through all of those, I have decided to go with Sari Silk instead of the seam binding, only because there's not a pink in there that actually matches well enough for my liking. And I think this piece of green Sari Silk matches best with that leaf. And so since I've never done this kind of binding before, we're going to do a little experiment here, and I hope it works. So I think I've told you before how I normally do my binding is I would have 3 holes here, and I would come in through the inside and come out this hole. And then with the other end, I would come out through this hole and then twist them and put them underneath the binding there in order for it to stay so it won't fall off, but also not tied down to the point where you're not going to be able to get it off if you want it to. So what I'm going to do instead is I am going to put this under here, and I'm going to get it as even as possible this way. I probably will end up putting bead dangle charms on there. Just not today. I have so many bead charms. I have so many beads, I don't even know half of what I have. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go under here. And so we're still staying in the middle. And then I'm going to go under here with this one. And now we're back in the center. Okay. And what I'm going to do is then I'm just going to tie this one time. That way, if the recipient wants to take it off, they're still able to do so. So now what I want to do is I don't want the seam binding to cover up this here, and so it needs to go underneath that. And so I have a gazillion tools. Let me see what I got around the side here. I pulled out my number 6 crochet hook. I don't crochet. I use this strictly for crafting. And so I did glue this down but I made a hole here hoping that this is going to work. So let's see if I can make that go. Okay, actually, I think what I need to do is get a shorter piece here. Where did that hole go? Okay, so I'm just going to kind of wrap it around and see. There we go. It did work. Awesome. Look, all right. There we go. Okay, so now that we have that on there, so we're still going to be able to tie it. Okay. And then now we're going to be able to put this on here and it won't hinder the beauty of the journal topper. So just like I was doing with the embellishments with the flowers, I'm also going to take just a scrap piece of cardstock here and make it, I'm just going to tear it down a little bit so it's not quite so big because I don't want it to be seen from the underneath side. And so we're just going to put this on here for a little bit more stability. And I was hoping to be able to do a Happy Mail movement video, but I haven't gotten anything in the mail yet. So the post office is actually about 10 minutes away or so. And so I will be going out later this evening and I will check and see if there's anything at the post office. Okay. So that's that. Now what I want to do here is just make sure that I get rid of all the extra strings. And then I also want to try and make this relatively flat. Okay, and so the only way I know how to do that is to pull it back and forth a few times until it sits just like that. Okay. Now, this one here is the shortest one. And so I guess I kind of want that one over there somehow, because I don't necessarily want these to hang off the edge. Okay, I think that's exactly where I want it right there. So I'm just going to lift it up and glue this part here. And I'm using Fabrifix. It is kind of a stinky glue, so if your nose is extremely sensitive, I suggest trying other glues until you find the one that you like the best. And we're just going to squish that down right there. And the good thing about the Fabrifix is that it does hold tight. Like I said in my last video, the only thing that I have found that it doesn't stick to is parchment paper. I was trying to make glassine bags out of it because I was using the parchment paper for some alcohol ink that I was playing with, and I liked the way that it looked on the parchment when I was done, and I tried to turn that into a bag, and this does not work for that. But don't forget to cover your glue. I actually did forget to put my pin back in there and it got stuck. The glue got all stuck. Okay, so here we go. Short and sweet. Tie that up, and then eventually I will make some bead dangles and put these on here, and we'll do that on camera. I just have to go through my stores of, right, I have a gazillion of these. This is one of, actually I'm going to show you two of my favorite non-craft items that I use in my craft room all the time are empty prescription bottles, because you can hold anything in there. And then these pointy tweezers. I got them at Walmart, and it comes in a pack of like 3 different ends. These are pointy. Some are a little bit bigger and flat, and then the other ones that are at an angle, I think. And then they come with like a, it's a manicure set, whatever. And then also, because this is so pink, I wasn't thinking when I put these on here, so we're going to have to do that up a little bit better to make it not look so boring. So when I go through all my beads and see what I got, we're going to add some to like some bulb pins or some safety pins that don't have that round thing on the bottom, and maybe attach them to that. Not really sure. But okay, I will have this shop name linked in my description. So if you want to go check them out and see, I don't even know if that's the only thing they have. But I went there looking specifically for that because somebody else had mentioned it in one of their videos. And so my next few videos, we're just going to be decorating this one, the red one, and the teal cream one, because this is the year that I'm going to take all of these out that I have already started and gotten no farther than binding in the signatures for all of them. So that'll be fun. I hope y'all have a great day, and thanks for joining me. If you like what you saw, please click the like and subscribe button so you get all of my new content come in. And go ahead and share. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're working on. Is this something that you've done? Did you do it a different way? Because there's so many different ways to do things that we get to help each other out by showing each other, oh, well, I did that, but I did it this way. And I don't know how to do that. I tried it this way, but it didn't really work. Can you show me how you do it? That's how I've learned how to do a lot of the things, trial and error and watching other people. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Stay tuned.